grow your personal brand so fast it literally feels illegal. Now, if you're new to this channel and you're wondering who am I and who am I you want to listen to me, well, I'm Ivan, and I quite literally went from 0 to 10,000 plus subscribers in literally 1 month, 54 days to be exact. And I've also read over hundreds of books on the esoteric mindset, business, law of attraction, health, social, and secret societies, etc. In simple words, brother, been done it so you don't have to. So with all that being said, you decide. I'm pretty sure I could probably get you results. That's bullshit. I can actually get you results. I don't give a shit who you are, what you've done. No matter what you're about to do, it doesn't matter. Whoever you are, I can get you real results, and I can get you real results fast. Now, quick announcement: if you want to know the fastest way that you can literally break through in your business, in your entrepreneurship journey, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, if you're a personal brand, it doesn't matter. If you're a personal brand, aspiring entrepreneur, an entrepreneur, an actual entrepreneur, business owner, etc., right? It doesn't matter who you are. Click the link in the description right down below, and I have 2 ways I can help you. I'm here to tell you this is the real method. Like, free information is amazing, right? As I always tell people, free information is amazing. It will get you a little quick win. But if you actually want to get real, tangible, permanent, long-lasting results, you need a step-by-step blueprint to follow. Therefore, if you want to get more access, you want to know more about that, you want to get access to the ASAP, the link is in the description right down below, right? So anyways, and that's enough yap, and let's get into it, right? So, this is the fastest way that you can grow your personal brand, right? I know you've been told. Let me take a while, guys, before I even get into the cookie cutter, how do I say, nuances of what it is that actually creates real movement in your personal brand, your YouTube channel, right? Or your, I know some of y'all are into TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, you know, what else? Instagram, right? All that bullshit. Me personally, I don't do any of that stuff. The only thing that I focus on is YouTube primarily. Why? Because YouTube is the best search engine in the world, and also it's really the most popular. Like, you don't connect with people on YouTube. You don't connect with people on Instagram. You don't connect with people on TikTok. Why? It's all short form content, right? Therefore, my personal recommendation, YouTube is the way to go. I'm pretty sure you already know this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this on YouTube, right? So, I'm here to tell you, you're going to understand very well, very clearly what it is that you're doing right now at this current moment in time that's fucking you up from actually growing your personal brand, and most importantly, gaining the real influence, right? Because I've already built a cool audience, literally. Like, people constantly, my engagement's pretty high. Everyone seems to constantly be hitting me up and reaching out to me. I'm also seeked out by Hollywood actors, Netflix actors, famous YouTubers, etc. I'm here to tell you, I don't even know, but hey, some random Mexican rockin' the mood is doing all that shit. So hey, nigga, I probably know a thing or two about how to actually grow your personal brand. Just saying, right? So, this is what actually creates real movement in your personal brand. I know you've been led to believe, you know, that it's about, you've been led to believe that it's about the physical action. Because let me take a wild guess of what it is that you're currently, I'm going to write it down, right? This is what you're currently doing, right? You've been told that, and if you haven't, you're about to learn some free game, right? You've been told that it's about your thumbnail, right? The packaging, as they like to say, the packaging. It's about the thumbnail. It's about the length of the video, right? Or they say it's the title, right? Or the overall idea. If the idea isn't good, it's not gonna get views, yada yada, all this bullshit, right? This is all that comes down to. I know you may be wondering why this channel has low views and low subs and all that shit. You have to understand how YouTube works, okay? YouTube, in essence, is a search engine, meaning if you want to get views, right? If you actually want to get views, it's very simple, it's very easy. Nobody actually knows it, but it's very simple. If you want to get views, you go for a general title, okay? Because then it's going to get pushed out to a lot of people, and usually in third world countries, such as India. I can go on and on, but you get the point. If you want to get views, the most important thing is the idea of the video, the title, the packaging, and you have to actually understand that's a general topic. It's broad, right? If you want to get clients, I don't recommend you go viral. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. You're going to track. If you get 1 million views, those 1 million views, the large majority of them, okay, the vast majority of them, they're all broke. Literally, they're all broke, okay, because they come from other countries. You want to get specifically people here in the United States of America, primarily if you want to get clients who actually can afford your services, right? So, to grow your personal brand and actually, why are you creating a personal brand? You're most likely creating a personal brand because you want to make money. Why are you a business owner? Why are you an entrepreneur? Because you want to make money. Is it so? Yeah, amazing. So, I'm here to tell you, brother, this is all that comes down to. It's very simple. I don't like to give you the 390 2 steps and the yada yada. I don't do that bullshit because I've always been very aware that none of this shit actually helps you get whatever it is you want, and it's actually blocking you from actually accomplishing, reaching your goals, your desired reality, whatever that means to you, right? It's all gonna make sense. Pay attention, right? So this is what you've been taught it is, right? It's all about the, my handwriting is horrible by the way. It's all about the packaging, right? They say. I'm gonna rewrite that. That shit's horrible. Packaging, okay. This is what they say it is. The thumbnail, the length of the video, the title, the idea, right? The overall idea of the video that you're creating. I'm here to tell you, this is all, I'm gonna blank all this shit up. This is all this. This is all strategy, okay? I repeat, this is all strategy. Now, this is not gonna work out, okay? If you want to grow your personal brand so darn fast that it literally feels illegal, as said in the title, okay? This is literally all I did. As you can clearly see, there's nothing special though. I know like some people like to say, oh, it's your looks, bro, you got swag. Nah, like that's bullshit. I'm here to tell you, this is what gets real results. This is what gets you results no matter who you are, what you've done, what you're currently doing, what you're currently struggling with. It doesn't matter. As long as you can get what I'm about to tell you, you are going to get real results fast. That's no exaggeration. I'm not here to bullshit. I'm not here recording and reading off a script, acting like I actually know what I'm talking about. Clearly, I'm not reading off a script. Right, I'm doing this whole video all in one take. You can clearly tell I've already stuttered in the very beginning. It is what it is. This is what it means to be real, authentic, and actually explain to you that this actually gets real results. Not the published bullshit that you've been told and clearly that isn't getting you results, right? I've read hundreds of books on every topic imaginable, and a lot of them was about personal branding because, you know, I've always been very curious about what actually what makes personal brands succeed and what makes those flop, right? You have to understand that you have to be very aware, like you have to be really, really aware of what actually causes movement in your reality. Because, you know, if you've been familiar with content creators like Tony Robbins, who else? Sam Ovens, right? Alex Ramones, amazing guys, by the way. I'm not here to bash any of them. I think they're all amazing, right? You have to understand that these guys do not have as much subconscious blocks as you. Now, I know if you're like, what the hell does subconscious blocks mean? It's all gonna make sense. Pay attention. This is what's actually causing you to fuck up and not actually get views, money, whatever it is that's your overall goal, right? Some of y'all want to go viral, amazing. Some of y'all want to just get clients, amazing. Overall, you want to make money, right? That's probably the overall goal. I mean, nobody creates YouTube channels just because of, like, that's just not really typically how it goes. You created this YouTube channel because you want to make money. You're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner of some sort because you want to make money, amazing. This is all it comes down to. This is what's gonna get you real results in record fucking time. This is, it's all gonna make sense. Pay attention, right? Now, let me delete this shit because I literally just said this is all a strategy. It's all a strategy. Yeah, it's so darn funny. Like, how many times have you been told this bullshit lie, right? That it's about the physical action that you're doing, right? I mean, most of the world has fallen for this trap, right? Most of the world believes that it's grinding, hustling. If you actually watch Alex Ramones vids, he will tell you, you just need to work harder, you just need to grind harder. It's not like that. It's not how it works, okay? I know I sound so convincing because he has the money. That's not how it works. I promise you, I put my life on. That's how confident I am on this information. I have helped countless fools break through from their bullshit. You can see all this, right? Because they understood that it wasn't about the physical action that they're doing. You see, Alex Ramones doesn't have as many subconscious blocks. He doesn't, right? He doesn't. This is why he's able to do all this. It's who he is. The universe, the world doesn't care about what you do. It cares about who you are. We don't get what we want in this life. I know some very unfortunate, right? We receive who we truly are on a fundamental level, okay, at the core, like on an electromagnetic level. This is what we attract in your life, right? This is why those like Tony Robbins, Sam Ovens, and Alex Ramones, I can go like Charlie Morgan, right? Amazing entrepreneurs, right? You already know about them. They all preach this idea of, you know, it's all what's in your mind, right? It's all a mindset, they tend to say, right? It's all a mindset. Yes, it is a mindset, but nobody actually understands it to a very high degree, right? So they tell you, just work harder. If you can just get disciplined enough and do this, but it's not about doing. You're a human being, not a human doing. Ooh, what? Let me repeat that one more time. You're not a human doing. You're a human being. Really dissect, like really ponder on that. You're a human being. not a human doing. You're so focused on doing and doing and doing, and then eventually you burn out, you crash out, you get depressed, you get worried, you suffer from probably fear, imposter syndrome, doubt, a lot of overthink, a lot of negative thoughts. Why is that? This is because you don't understand how your mind works, and most importantly, how your mind is literally doing this whole entire thing. Literally, every single thing that happens your way, okay, that comes to you, is all done from you, by you, hidden from you, okay? I know sounds fucking crazy if you're new to this information. This is the same knowledge that is literally gatekept by a secret society. I can't say their name out of, like, privacy, right? But I read books that most of the world will never find, and I literally found a method that will get you real results, tangible, as like it's literally universal law. It will happen. It's not I guarantee if you follow the system, it's gonna happen. Like, it literally has absolutely no chance of failing, because this is universal. This is quantum physics in specific, right? Now, let me really, I think I've been yapping a little more because I'm really passionate about this, but let me actually explain to you why your personal brand isn't growing right. You exist on 3 planes, and this is the spiritual plane. Okay, this is the highest of highest orders. Oops. Let me change the color. Let's switch the color. Let me go for purple. The mental plane. Oops. What's this? We're about to make some magic happen. The mental plane. And last but not least, let me go for red. The physical plane, okay? This is the physical plane. This is what you're currently doing, okay? This is the strategies, the action, the doing, the trying to talk nice, the script that you're following, the thumbnails, the strategies, all that shit, right? It's hard, like, I don't think you understand yet how deep this goes, right? Especially if you're new to this information, you sure as hell don't understand this shit, I promise you. It took me 7 years of reading everything to actually get this, to actually get that epiphany, that light bulb moment. So I can use a step-by-step process that actually gets real movement fast. And I'm here to tell you, if you also want to get access to that, the link is in the description. It's called the Elite Entrepreneur's Blueprint, by the way. Click the link in the description down below. Go inform yourself. By the way, anyways, you exist on 3 planes of existence, right? And it's all going to make sense, especially if you're new to this information. You might be like, yo, this is some crazy shit. Now, I know if you're new to this information, you might be like, yo, what does that do with growing a personal brand? It's all going to make sense. Pay attention, right? The spiritual plane. This is the best way I can, like, help explain. This is where your astral body exists, okay? This is where your astral body exists. Whenever you sleep, right? Whenever you go unconscious, where do you go? Your astral body, right, leaves your physical body. Guess what? You take off to the astral plane. This is where dreams take place, where you have all these dreams and all this. This is the spiritual plane, right? This is where spirits exist. It's very real, by the way. Anyways, but you need to know that. Every reality here exists, okay? Every reality, every possible reality exists. And by possible, we're referring it to what you can experience in the physical plane, which is the material world. This is the physical plane. This is physical, everything's physical, right? So, every reality exists on the spiritual plane. Every reality exists here, okay? It exists here. The mental plane, this is the mental plane. It's all going to make sense. Pay attention. We're going to switch the color. We're going to go for... Shit, we're going to go for black, okay? The mental plane, this is the mental plane. This is the mind. This is what nobody teaches you about, okay? Because they don't understand it themselves. You see, Alex Hormozi, Charlie Morgan, Sam Ovens, all these amazing entrepreneurs, they don't have as many subconscious blocks as you. They don't. They really don't, right? Like, yes, we can go into little nuances on how they got so influential, how they rose. They don't have as much subconscious blocks as you, right? So therefore, they're able to take action and just become disciplined. It's second nature to them. Why? It's their frequency. It's their self-concept. It's their self-image. And it's not until you can actually fix this that your business, your personal brand, whatever venture you're doing in entrepreneurship is not going to work out for you. It's not going to work. Yes, you might get results for a week or two, and then eventually it's going to flop. You're going to catch yourself procrastinating, fearing, worrying, doubting, going through a lot of, internal chaos, right? Stress, all that bullshit. Because nobody actually explained to you that every single thing that you experience is a result of what your mind will go inside your mind. It's not about the physical action, what you're saying to someone. Before that's already happened, it's already been established in your mind. That sounds fucking crazy. Like, we're not going to get into the hypnosis part, but this is also the exact reason why a hypnotist, a skilled hypnotist, can quite literally put you in trance unblock, like he can literally put your conscious mind to sleep. Your subconscious mind is fully open, it's access to him, and guess what? He can literally make you do all kinds of crazy shit. He can literally delete things from your eyesight. He can literally make you dance like a fucking chicken. He can literally tell you all these things so that when he snaps you out of trance and you're back conscious, you start to act accordingly to what he put in your subconscious mind. No sounds fucking crazy. It's not gonna make sense. Pay attention, right? This is the mind, okay? This is what, you know, the gurus refer to as, it's all a mindset, right? Which is true. It really is. Like, the mental plane is this. This is literally the cause. This is the causal realm, okay, of everything that you experience in your reality, okay? Every single thing that you experience in your reality is caused by the mental plane, right? I know you've been led to believe that it's about what you say, how you speak, and all that goofy shit. Nah, it's never been about that, right? It's never been about that. And it's not until you can actually understand that it's not about the physical action, but rather what you're experiencing inside your mind predominantly. Right now, you're not aware of what's going on inside your mind. You have this belief that it's about the thumbnails, the strategy. You're probably getting a quick one here and there, but it's not consistent. And most importantly, the people who actually watch you, they don't actually buy your stuff. They don't actually listen to what you say. They don't actually engage. Why is this? It's because you have to understand how real influence, real permanent influence is created. It's from who you are. And if I can teach you how to actually create this identity, you don't have to, you can literally do the same exact physical action that you're currently doing, but it's not going to be the same physical action. I know it sounds fucking crazy. It's not the same physical action. It's not the same physical action. You will collectively say the same shit, do the same shit, all this stuff, but it's going to hit the whole world different because you have to understand that you're one with everybody. You know where all that shit exists? The spiritual plane, the astral. Like, this is basically your astral body, right, where it exists. The causal realm is the mental plane. This is the second order. This is the physical plane. Okay, this is the material. I'm gonna switch the cut. We're gonna go for orange. Fuck it. Oopsies. Anyways, this is the material world. Okay, this is all you need to do to actually grow your personal brand. Slow down fast and feels illegal. Like, I'm not gonna give you strategies because you already know what to do, right? If you're watching this video, you already know what to do. You already know it's about thumbnails, the idea, but it's not flopping. Why? Like, it's always flopping, right? Why? It's not actually popping up. Why is that? You don't understand how your mind works, and this is the real shit that you actually need. It's not about the strategy. I put my life on. That's how confident I am on this information. I promise you. If you follow this, you're gonna get real results. And if you want to get a faster step-by-step process, which is actually what you really need, click the link in the description right down below. But anyways, let's get into it. So, back to what I was saying, the physical plane is the material world, right? And you read the Bible, now we don't need to get religious, and if you're not religious, if you are or aren't, it doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you, if you can actually understand the Bible, right, it says it in Matthew 6:33. I'm gonna write it, you know what, let me switch the color. We haven't gone for this color. Green. Okay, this is a green, hold on, what? Okay, cool. Matthew 6:33. Okay, I know we're gonna get a little like into the scriptures. It's gonna make sense. Just pay attention. This is Matthew 6:33. How it relates to you growing your personal. It literally tells you the secret of getting whatever it is you want. It says in Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God. Okay, of good. And his righteousness. This is the secret of getting what you want. Like I promise you, you can actually grasp this. You will be able to grow your personal brand, any business, whatever it is that you choose to pursue in your life. You're gonna actually be able to experience it. Why? Because you understand the perfect heavenly order to actually getting whatever it is that you want. It's all gonna make sense. Pay attention. Right? But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things. Okay, all these things, all the materials. All these things shall be added unto you. Okay. Now, it's all gonna make sense. Pay attention, right? But seek ye first the kingdom of God. Seek what? What does it tell you to do? The kingdom of God. Now, you may wonder, like, if you're like this is the best way I can help you explain this, right? Because I know if you're new to this, it might hit your ear a little like, whoa, what? But seek the kingdom of God. Where are you going to seek the kingdom of God? Do you really believe that you're going to die and go up there and do it? Like, let's just be honest. We're human beings. We're here on earth, right? How do you seek the kingdom of God? I got you. And Luke 17:21, it says, the kingdom of God is within you. So if the kingdom of God is within you, okay, how can you go to a place that's within you? I.e., going within, i.e., meditating. But it's not the corny ass, and all that bullshit. You don't have to do that. But you have to properly meditate. What is meditation? I know you've been led to believe it's about saying, you have to be a monk and spiritual, all that goofy shit. I don't do that. This is all that comes down to, so you can actually understand what actually causes real movement in your reality, right? You have to really, like, meditation is simply this. You have to know what's on your mind. And the best way you can know what's on your mind is by properly meditating. Meditation is simply knowing what's on your mind, the mental plane, right? So you can alter the physical plane, the people coming to you, the clients, the views, the personal brand, the ideas, they come to you. You're just going to have the magic touch, right? The Midas touch, right? It's the same thing. If you want to acquire this and you want to grow your personal brand so darn fast, if it's illegal, right? You need to follow the perfectly heavenly order. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, right? And as it says in the Bible, do not judge by appearances, but rather righteous judgment. Appearance is full. The physical plane fools you, right? Whenever you're not getting clients, when you're getting low views, it fools you, right? This is how it fools you. You get fooled by the appearances. Damn it, low views. Damn it, no clients. Damn it, no sales. Damn it, a lot of stress and chaos. Oh my God, a lot of disharmony. Oh, this piece. Oh my God, this is appearances. And the more you react to the simulation, this is all simulation, by the way. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but this is what's been known by secret societies, and this is what they gatekeep because they don't want you to, in simple words, brother, they don't want you to know the secrets of the universe. They like being better than you. I know it sounds very unfortunate, but this is just how the world works, right? It's all going to make sense. Pay attention, right? You have to really internalize and really understand that the vast majority of the information that you've been exposed to is just a lie. And it's not until you can actually understand how to actually follow the perfectly heavenly order as said in Matthew 6:33 in the Bible. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things. What are the things? The things is the material, the money, the status, the glory, the fame, the relationships, the hell, the whatever goal that you're into. Obviously, if you're watching the video, you're a personal brand or you're an entrepreneur, right? So your primary target is to make money. You want clients, you want to grow your business, you want to overall have an amazing life. Amazing. There's nothing wrong with that, brother. If anything, feasible, I congratulate you, right? But you have to understand that you have to follow the perfectly heavenly order. If you don't, there's no amount of physical action that's going to say, hey, this is coming from someone who used to grind so much, I used to hustle so much, I used to do everything in the book. And I was getting very mediocre results. And then in January of this year, I started that personal brand, as I mentioned in the very beginning, right? My intuition told me, yo, start a YouTube channel and start posting, right? And it was funny because I was like, you know what, fuck it. I put on my camera in January, I believe. It was like the very first week of the year, right? I literally I set up my camera, my tripod, and everything. I literally just started yapping for like 9 to 10 minutes. It was a really short ass video. I post it. I literally fucking forget about it. Literally, I forget about it for like 3 or 4 days. I don't fully remember, right? I don't know where. I wake up one morning, I check my phone, I get all these notifications. I'm like, yo, this shit's popping off. Today, that video has 500,000 views. It's like 480 something, but it's about 500,000 views. Fuck it, right? That video has so many views. And guess what? I didn't even try, but guess what? I saw it in my mind. I created the frequency. In my mind, I was already it. And guess what? I forgot about it. I was like, it is what it is. I woke up, the universe responded. This is what can happen. This will happen to you if you follow this process step by step. The link is in the description. That's the whole full blueprint. This is amazing, but this is to explain to you. And I promise you, if you can actually follow it and understand what I'm saying, you're going to get results, right? But if you want to get permanent results, the link is in the description. That's the actual real thing, right? Now, this is the best way that I can help explain to you what it is that actually causes real movement in your reality, right? I know you've been led to believe that it's about the physical action, the strategies, the doing this doesn't work like. Let me explain to you why it doesn't work like that, right? Now, let me change this up. Yo, I'm here to tell you, like, this is actually the real shit. Like, I know this is crazy, and I know if you're new to this information, it might, like, seem a little, like, woo-woo, but trust me, if there's anybody who understands that this shit could sound a little woo as fuck, it's your boy. Like, I promise you, It's your boy. Like, I understand that this, like, all this shit, it's not, this is very, like, uncommon knowledge, right? Once again, this is knowledge that's only known by secret societies, people who literally run the world. But, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can choose, like, as a collective, the world, what do you choose? To complain, or actually you can be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to use my own secrets, right, to actually, which is this knowledge, to actually do what I want. Exactly, brother. So guess what? I'm here to tell you by the end of this, you're going to have perfect clarity on what it is that you need to do. You're not really doing, right? But you're always going to take action, right? And action is necessary. I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not here to lie to you and bullshit you and tell you that you don't have to take action. Nah, that's bullshit. You have to take action, brother. You know why you have to take action? Because you exist on 3 planes. The spiritual plane, mental plane, and the physical plane. Okay? Taking action is necessary because you exist on the physical plane. I know they sold you this lie that you don't have to take action. That's bullshit. You have to take action. But not all action is the same because not everyone has the same frequency. They're the same. So it's going to make sense. Pay attention, right? If you want to grow your personal brand so darn fast that it feels illegal, right? This is literally all you need to do, okay? You need to create the frequency. It's your frequency that causes results. This is what differentiates. This is the best way I can help you explain this, right? Frequency is what differentiates physical action, okay? Not all physical action is the same. Because not every single physical action has the same energetic code, right? Which is literally what frequency, it's an energetic signature, right? You have to understand that there's this is the best way I can explain it, right? A frequency is simply this. It's your overall identity. It's who you are, okay? It's your identity. Is composed of your core beliefs, your emotions, right? Your predominant emotions, your thoughts, your attention, your predominant attention, your attitude, your overall mood, right? And overall, this is the best way I can put it. It's like your conviction, right? For example, if I were to, let's say, for example, I were to, you know, let's not use this one. Let's use, you know what? Let me use this one right here. This right here, this is an actual marker. If I were to drop this motherfucker, what do you think is going to happen? You know what's going to happen, right? Oh, shit, it just fell and hit the ground, right? This is the same level of conviction that you need to have in your personal brand, brother. Your business, if you're an entrepreneur of any sort of business owner, etc. You get the point, right? You need to incorporate, you need to install this same level of conviction internally. Because if you don't, you're always going to feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. And then you're going to be like, yo, this is some fucking bullshit. Why is it that even though you tried all that massive action, the strategies, right, things aren't working out for you? It's because you don't understand that you're not on the correct frequency. This is what's registered to the, I'm going to switch the color. This is what's registered to the 4th dimension, the universal storehouse, the quantum field, they like to say. All right, the quantum field, the Akashic records, right? The universal library, they like to say, right? Whatever it is that you want to call it. This is the thing that gets registered to the infinite intelligence, which is existing in every single thing in creation, right? Every single human being has an infinite intelligence working within them. But once again, what is every single human being composed of? A frequency, right? If you look into the 7 hermetic laws of hermeticism, right? Let me not erase this right now. This is the best way I can help. Before we get into the 7 hermetic laws, so it makes sense. It's your overall identity, your core beliefs, not your beliefs. It's your core. It's like the core theme. Okay, like for example, right now you have a belief, you have a perception of the world. This is your frequency. This is who you are. But now you can consciously tell yourself all this, but this is conscious. You have 2 minds. You have your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is infinitely way more fucking powerful than your conscious mind. That is no exaggeration, right? I know you've been led to believe that you can just, yap and do this and do that. Like, it's not going to work out. The reason why it's not going to work out is because all this talking, all this doing, all this grinding, all this changing how you speak and speaking nicer to please your client, it's already been long established to cause and wear your mind. Your mind is literally a transmitter and a receiver of frequencies, right? Your brain is physical. Your mind is not physical. Scientists have been literally trying to quantify and measure the mind ever since probably who knows how long, but a long as time now. And they understand that it can't be done. They literally cannot, you cannot quantify the mind. It exists on a dimension way above the physical plane, which is beyond illusion, beyond time and space. So you can't measure it in time. It doesn't exist, right? The mind exists on a way superior dimension above the physical plane, right? The physical plane, as might have said, I might have not have said it, but let me explain it, right? This is the best way I can explain it, right? Actually, when it's supposed to come over this color, nope. I like to change the colors, but anyways, the physical plane, okay, this is the lowest level of consciousness there is. Okay, this is the grinding, the hustling. This is 0.0035% of visible light, okay? Like, I know it sounds fucking crazy, but like, you can literally search this shit up. Your eyes, okay, quite literally only see 0.0035% of what's actually here. Like, literally, we cannot. There's so much frequencies, radiation, sounds, right? There's so much activity going on out here that we can't perceive with our human eye. It's so limited, right? So this is why it says in the Bible, do not judge by appearances, but rather righteous judgment, because appearances are going to fool you, right? When you're growing your personal brand, the most important thing is your frequency. It's your subconscious. It's your self-image. It's what's in your subconscious mind. Because if in your subconscious, you can consciously tell yourself, this video is going to pop off, this video is going to make me sales, this video is going to give me clients, my business is thriving, etc., right? But if subconsciously you have a completely different hardware, it doesn't matter how much physical action you try to take, it's not going to work out for you. And the exact reason why it's not going to work out for you is simply because you don't actually fundamentally believe that this is who you are, right? You don't actually believe that, oh, you can actually accomplish, like, consciously you do, but subconsciously you don't. You have a different hardware. And this is the exact thing that the universe registers, brother. I know it sounds crazy, especially if you're new to this information, but I'm here to tell you, if you can actually understand this shit, you're gonna be like, yo, this is fucking crazy. This actually causes real movement in my reality. Most importantly, this is the shit that I need, right? Now, I think we've already covered, actually, no, we have not covered, but we've already covered almost everything that you need, but I'm gonna dive a little more because I really, really need you to hammer this, right? Every single video on this channel, I'm here to tell y'all, they're gonna be pretty long, but I'm here to tell you, like, this is what's gonna get you real results. If you can't focus, I'm here to tell you, brother, you have other issues to worry about than personal brand. I'm just gonna be mad honest with you. Like, you really need to be able to understand this knowledge. Like, this is profound knowledge that is not just gonna help you grow your personal brand. Yes, in specific, you clicked on this video to grow your personal brand. You're probably an entrepreneur of some sort, whatever. This is a skill that once you can actually learn and master, right, you will succeed in every single endeavor that you pursue. Why? Because you understand metaphysical knowledge on a very high level. You have to understand that the meta, the beyond physical, the spiritual, forever precedes the physical, the taken action. Every action that you're taking, it's all preceded where? Your mind. It's all your mindset, right? Now, we're gonna like get into a different topic. Now, it's all gonna make sense. Pay attention, right? As I said, there are two minds that you have, okay? This is your conscious mind, right? How many times have you been like told, oh, you know, like, just take more action, just create a better thumbnail, you know, make the video this amount, this long, right? Whatever, right? Hold on. Sorry. Excuse me, but your boy had a sneeze. Anyways. This is your conscious mind, this is your subconscious mind, right? This is all it comes down to. It's very simple, right? Your conscious mind only constitutes for 5% of your total behavior, okay? 5%, this is what's actually running the show. You're consciously aware right now. Right now, you're aware of what you like, what you don't like, the strategy that you've been told to do and all this. But this is all conscious. This is all conscious, right? The subconscious mind, it's all going to make sense, where you have 6 higher faculties that you've been gifted. This is the subconscious mind is known as the emotional, right? It's the emotional mind, okay? It's the emotional mind. The only thing that the subconscious mind cares is your emotion, because your emotion is nothing but what? It's nothing but energy in motion, okay? You have to understand that everything is energy. Everything in the world is energy. Before you get on a sales call, and before you record a video, before you talk to a client, before you acquire the strategy, before someone talks to you, before you go here, take there, change this thing on your phone, or change your strategy, right? You have to really internalize that the cause was already long established where in your mind, right? So, because everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. People pick up on your energy. How many times have you been having a conversation with a certain individual, right? And you just weren't, quote unquote, feeling that person. It's like, I don't know, like the energy of that person was a little weird. I don't even know. Like, you couldn't put your finger on it, but you just got weird vibes, right? You got a bad vibe. This is because energy, frequency speaks before you've ever spoken. Your frequency speaks before you've ever spoken. I don't care what it is you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing, brother, your frequency rate speaks before you've ever spoken. Before you get, like say for example, you're going to court, you're going to a meeting, you're going to have like a presentation, you're about to start a webinar, you're about to go live, you're about to go on a sales call, you're about to record content, etc. Your frequency speaks for you before you've ever spoken, right? And the best amazing part about this, no matter where your frequency is right now, you can change that shit. And you can literally control the whole simulation because it's all done by you, from you, and hidden by you right now. Everything is energy, right? Quantum physics, like if you actually study quantum physics, right? They have discovered that, you have to understand that every atom, what is an atom? It has a nucleus, and there's this is all a bunch of electrons, right? They've discovered that when you go beyond the subatomic level, okay, of an atom, okay? They have quite literally discovered, right, that if you go beyond the subatomic level, there's literally nothing. There's empty space, 0.999 point, etc. Empty space, right? So if everything is empty space and there's nothing here, that basically means that there's nothing physical here. This is not physical. I know it's physical, but you have to understand this is a bunch of atoms vibrating so darn fast, you literally can't even perceive that. It gives the illusion that it's matter, right? So if I bump my head against the board, boom, I'm gonna feel pain. Why? Because it's hitting my nervous system. Therefore, it's tangible, it's quantifiable, right? This is what we refer to as matter. But there's literally nothing physical here. Everything is energy, right? So if you can actually understand that everything is literally 999.99999, etc. Empty space. Empty space. Right? I had it back before I literally recorded this. But anyways. This is 99.99 empty space. Everything is energy, right? You have literally the power, the ability to control the simulation because it's all done from you, by you. Now, you have to understand, every single time you get on a sales call, whatever it is you're doing, you have to understand that your energy is more important than any physical action you do. It's your energy. People feel your energy. When you're on a good state of mind, clients come through, your videos pop off, sales are made, fucking things just seem to work out for you, right? Everything seems to work out for you. Why is that? Things start to work out for you because you're no longer on the same energetic field, right? You have cleared out blocks from your energetic field. Does that make sense? Now, this is the best way I can help explain this, right? You exist on the three planes of the cell, which is the spiritual plane, the mental plane, the physical plane. This is the emotional mind. This is energy and motion. This is your conscious mind. You have 6 higher faculties. You don't know what the 6 higher faculties are? Let me clear this shit out. It's all gonna make sense. Pay attention. Tranquilo. Look, the 6 higher faculties are will, imagination, intuition, memory, perception, right? Reasoning, also known as thinking, okay? These are your 6 higher faculties given to you by the Most High, the infinite intelligence source, whatever you want to call it, right? This is your will, imagination, intuition, memory, perception, reasoning, right? Your thinking mind. You need to properly learn how to align these 6 higher faculties, because if you don't, you're not going to understand that all of this right here correlates what? The one thing that the universe cares about, your frequency. This is what causes every single business, personal brand, results, whatever it is that you're doing. Obviously for this video, it's growing your personal brand. So let me just wrap this up, okay? This is the best way. This is like the overall summary of everything I've talked about, however long this video has been going for. When you want to grow your personal brand, do not focus so much on strategies, right? I know they told you it's about the thumbnails, the idea. Nah, like I don't do any of that shit. I literally don't do any of that shit. I literally sit down on my chair All right, I do a step-by-step process. It's in the link in the description if you actually want the blueprint. I'm here to tell you, I explain to you step by step my exact process that actually gets you real results no matter who you are, what you've done. It doesn't matter, okay? If you can follow that step-by-step process to the letter without deviating from the system, because I know a lot of fools who like to deviate from the system. The exact reason why you like to deviate from the system is because, once again, you have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind, okay? Your subconscious mind is way more fucking powerful than your conscious mind could ever try to understand or even comprehend. So therefore, we work on the subconscious mind before I even record, talk to anybody. I sit on this chair right here in front of the camera, right? And I literally just get into complete silence. And then I visualize very intensely in a specific way, a method that's only known by secret societies, right? And I literally intense with such emotion, feel it in my body. And then after I'm like, okay, I've already had enough of this shit. I snap my fingers, I'm out of the meditation, right? And I literally just start recording. I don't even care about thumbnails, that I really don't even think about any of that, like, truth be told, right? I slap on any random thumbnail because, as I said, you don't have to worry about the action. You can have the wrong information, but if you have the right frequency, it's going to work out. Like, this is the only thing the universe cares about. I know it sounds fucking crazy, but this is all it comes down to, right? Create the frequency. Don't worry about the strategies. And this is how you, brother, will grow your personal brand sort of fast. It literally feels fucking illegal. Like, sort of illegal. You're gonna be like, yo, this shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. If you like this video and you want to know other ways I can help you, the link in the description. I love y'all. You have a blessed one. Let's get it. Let's go. Gang, you have a blessed one. I love y'all. Mwah.